Hello and welcome to How to Survive a Horror Movie. What to do if you have only 7 days to live. There's an old axiom? Today is promised to no one. Well, that goes quadruple in the Terrorverse. Especially when you do something to raise the ire of the Reaper. Maybe you watched a cursed videotape on a dare. Maybe you escaped some gruesome fate you weren't meant to escape. Or maybe death is just as a good old-fashioned grudge against you. When your flight to the afterlife has switched from delayed to now boarding, you can adopt one of two philosophies. A dying man needs to die as a sleepy man needs to sleep, and there comes a time when it is wrong as well as useless to resist. Stuart Aslop. Or, 'tis certain the desire of life prolongs it, Lord Byron. If you decide that it's useless to resist, don't waste another precious minute reading mediocre metafiction. Get out there and live the next 7 days like you've never lived before. But if you agree with the desire for life prolongs it, spend each day as the following. Day 1, have a good cry. You deserve it. Finding out you have only a week to live is a good excuse to throw a pity party. Take a day to curl up with a box of tissues, a container of Rocky Road, and the dulcet tones of Oprah. Feel sorry for yourself. Feel scared. Feel free to get stinking drunk. Better? Good. Now get over it, you pathetic mess. Day 2. Partner up and start sleuthing. If you're going to beat death, you're going to have to face it head on, and you're in no condition to do it alone. You'll need a partner, preferably an uncursed person of the opposite sex, who will bring some much-needed perspective to the situation. Plus, you'll get to sleep with her later in the movie. Everybody wins, including the audience. She's got nice tits. Together, you should set off investigating the source of the curse. Before you hit the road, get on the internet. Horror movie characters usually find valuable information online, especially if they are in a sequel. Oh God, look at this! There are hundreds of websites and message boards of people who've died after saying those magic words. Boy, if only I'd learned to use a computer before today, huh? Armed with whatever information you can find, start pounding the pavement looking for additional clues. Return to the tomb you raided or track down the relatives of other victims. The hope is that you'll follow the breadcrumbs all the way to the source of the curse's power and find some way to appease it, thus lifting your death sentence. Day 3. Stall the filmmakers. If your investigation hasn't met with any success on day 3, it's time to think about slowing this process down. Trip up the filmmakers using these passages of time countermeasures. Dress in a period costume. Viewers will wonder if they're watching a flashback. Stay away from clocks and calendars. Instruments such as these make it all too easy for the director to illustrate the passage of time. Avoid montage-related activities. The last thing you need right now is a montage to burn through a few days in a matter of minutes. For a guide on montages activities, see page 65. Don't waste time sleeping. You probably skimmed How to Stay Awake for a Week, page 65, thinking, I'll never need this. Well, now you need it. Every moment spent snoozing is a moment on the cutting room floor. Keep talking, especially when you're on the move. Filmmakers tend to condense travel into a few shots, but if you continue spewing dialogue while you're on the move, especially dialogue relevant to the story, they'll be forced to keep it in the final cut. Yay! Day 4. Set your affairs in order. If you haven't solved this thing by day 4, it's time to consider the possibility that you're not being asked back for the sequel. I'm not telling you to admit defeat, not by a long shot, but I am telling you to be smart, to get a few things out of the way while it's still time. 1. Create or update your will. Write your memoirs. Tell the people you love that you love them. Tell the people that you hate them. Make any necessary religious pilgrimages or preparations. Hey, go skydiving. If you're afraid of heights, have some fun. Spend an obscene amount of money on yourself. Give an obscene amount of money to a hobo. Kill the hobo with your bare hands just to see what it feels like. Ooh, that sounds fun. Day 5. Try to cut a deal. Things aren't looking good. Fighting death head on is getting you nowhere. Maybe you're going about this the whole Maybe you're going about this whole thing the wrong way. Maybe you should be negotiating with death. Maybe there's something you can do for death in exchange for getting the curse lifted. Carry out some kind of errand. Pass the curse to others. Kill a hobo? Keep doing it. Wait, you already did that one. Point is, this is a horror movie, and death is everywhere. If you want to talk to it, all you have to do is close your eyes and open your mouth. Wait till nightfall, find a nice, spooky place with no one else around, and invite death to a bargaining table. Just close your eyes and speak into the darkness. Mr. Reaper? Grim? Sir? You there? It's me, the one you're coming for in, about 48 hours? Listen, I was wondering if there's, like, some kind of arrangement we might be able to work out. Quid pro pro, I scratch your robe, you scratch mine. Death? Hello? Are you there? Since you're in a movie, Death will give a clear signal if the answer is yes. A candle will blow out. A wolf will howl. Oh! Or the filmmakers are feeling uninspired and the word yes will write itself in a foggy mirror. If that's the case, great. Let's negotiate. Let the negotiations begin. If not, day 6. Have another good cry. Other than praying for favorable last-minute plot twists, there's not much that can be done. You might as well enjoy what little time you have left. Are there any items on your day 4 list that you didn't get to? Day 7. Find a DeLorean. You're probably going to die today, my friend. Don't feel bad. You tried, but in the end, tomorrow is promised to no one, right? It's time for one last cross genre. Hail Mary pastime travel. Find a local scientist, physics professor, or inventor and beg for help in throwing together a time machine, assuming there isn't a DeLorean in the garage already. If you manage to build it fast enough before the screenwriter gets the wind of what's happening, it just might work. Using the machine, go to at least 1 week forward or backwards. If you go backwards, you can avoid doing whatever it was that got you in this mess in the first place. If you go forward, then technically you've lived longer than 1 week limit on your life and have beaten the curse. That is afoot, by the way, for anyone freaking out. Satan can appear in many forms. Hope you don't see this one. Next time, we learn how to defeat Satan. So, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys are doing well in the Terrorverse. And you can always summon Mama. I'll always be there to protect you. Bye.